Hey guys, my name's Stephanie Contreras. I want to thank you for taking a look at this short clip of Kangen Water. I'm going to go over the 3 properties of Kangen Water, starting with number 1, the antioxidant, number 2, the alkalinity, and number 3, the microclustering. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started with the first property of Kangen Water, which is the antioxidant. Now what we have here is several beverages, and what we're going to read is the oxidation reduction potential of these beverages. Now if something has a positive ORP, that means that it's oxidizing our body. And when something is oxidizing your body, it's going to get you sick faster, and it's also going to age you faster. So what you want to do is have antioxidants in your body so that you can slow down the aging process and prevent sickness from your body as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at soda and see what level it's oxidizing us at. Wow, very high at about 480 in oxidation. Super bad for us. Now we have here Gatorade. Oh my gosh, it goes above 500 in oxidation. That's crazy. Most times parents are telling their kids, don't drink the soda, drink the Gatorade. If they only knew it was worse. Now we have here the Perrier water. Still pretty high, but it's going down somewhere around 420. Still no good for us. Now this really impressed me. This is water. Aquafina, bottled by Pepsi Cola. Well, somewhere around 450 and rising. It's a water. Now take a look at Dasani. 460. Even worse. Of course we want it to get better, so we have Kangen Water next. Now take a look at the antioxidant levels of Kangen Water. It's going to shock you. I haven't even taken a look at it because I already know how good it's going to be. Wow, negative 722. That is absolutely amazing. What there is to do, you got to get rid of this. Kangen Water is going to come and bring antioxidants into your body so that you can have a better quality of life, feel better, sleep better, and just absolutely live a better life. So let's go ahead and take a look at the second property of Kangen Water, the alkalinity. So what I'm going to use to test the alkalinity is a pH indicator. The pH indicator is going to show us if a beverage is acidic or alkaline. If a beverage is acidic, it actually has these colors right here. Now this is showing us that these beverages are a pH that is lower than 7.0, whereas 7.0 is neutral. Now, what this shows here is a pH that is higher than 7.0, which means that Kangen Water is the only beverage that we see up here that is alkaline. Now, the reason we want to have alkalinity in our system is because Dr. Otto Heinrich Warburg has discovered that cancer cannot live in an alkaline environment, which is a pH greater than 7.0, or we can also know it as a pH that has a lot of oxygen. Now, what we see here are beverages that are basically making us sick. When we begin to drink Kangen Water, we can see that it will actually change the state inside of our body so that sickness cannot come in. Now, that's possible if we're drinking water. Take a look at this beverage here. It's very tricky. It tries to go back to alkalinity, but because it's too acidic, it cannot go back as easy. Taking a look at these beverages, they are so acidic it doesn't even make a difference. You would have to drink a large amount of Kangen Water in order to take away this acidity. So what my recommendation is to stay away from these beverages completely, especially beverages like soda, because as you can see, you don't need the whole soda in order to create acidity. All you need is a few drops and you have already created acidity. So the best thing to do is get rid of this and use Kangen Water to to be able to maintain a homeostasis level so that your blood is always clean. The final property of Kangen water that we're going to take a look at is the microclustering. So the microclustering is the property of hydration. Now what I have here is a tea bag, and I'm going to use this tea bag to see if these beverages are actually hydrating us. Now of course I'm doing it at room temperature, and normally what we do with a tea bag is we heat it up to make tea. But what I'm going to show you is that if I try to make tea with Aquafina, it doesn't really make tea. Okay, we can see that we pull out a little bit of tea, but there is no tea yet. Now I'm going to show you what we call the microclustering, because literally at room temperature we can make tea with Kangen water. What we have here is some Dasani. Let's see if it's the same as Kangen or Aquafina. And obviously, since it's a bottled water, it does not hydrate you. And you guys have been drinking this for how long? No hydration, okay? So let's take a look at Kangen water. Check out how that instantly pulls out the tea from the tea bag. And it is not hot. Take a look at what happens if I just add a little bit of Kangen water into this glass that already supposedly had tea in it, right? And it does, but Kangen water is able to completely absorb all of the tea and still hydrate it. So imagine what it's doing to the 75% of your body, which is water. Total hydration with Kangen water, 9.5. You gotta get started on drinking this. Now what we're gonna take a look at, however, is a water that is called Strong Kangen Water 11.5 pH. Now, that is really high in alkalinity. It's over our water of the drinking water at a 9.5, but we're going to show you what we use that for just next. So our Strong Kangen water at an 11.5 pH is a medical grade water. Now I'm going to show you how we actually use this water in order to clean our fruits and vegetables, and you can also use it as a degreaser in the home. So I have here some red cherry tomatoes, and what I'm going to do is simulate how we normally wash our fruits and vegetables at home. And what I can say is that most people don't really wash their fruits and vegetables with Aquafina or bottled water. They usually use tap water, which has a lot of chemicals. And all of those chemicals are getting absorbed into their fruits and vegetables. So that's exactly why we actually use an 11.5 pH water. But the reason we also use it is because of the potentials it has as a degreaser. Now, normally people cook with some oil in their home. I'm going to let those clean up a little bit and show you this amazing demonstration here. So, what does a normal school book say about water and oil? That water and oil don't mix. And we can see that here with a regular water like Dasani, that the water will sink to the bottom and the oil will rise to the top. Now what happens when you have a water like 11.5? Now we know everything we read in a school book we can't really trust. Check out how it emulsified that oil. Now, we see what it can do with the oil. Now let's see what it can do to clean our fruits and vegetables. Well, we can see that a regular water is not going to do very much, okay? But check out what it does, or what the Kangen 11.5 water can take out. Now that is not tea. What we have there is pesticides, chemicals, and things that when you are basically washing with your tap water, you end up drinking. Now check this out to show you that I did not mess around with these tomatoes, okay? Just a few seconds of just leaving them in our Kangen 11.5 water, and that same chemical that did not come off with the Aquafina still comes off on a second wash with 11.5. Now, why is that happening? The these chemicals are oil-based. So when we wash them with tap water, even a bottled water, they are not coming off, just like when they don't mix here. Okay, the oil and the water. Now, 11.5 water will emulsify and break it completely, and that's exactly what it's gonna do with the chemical that's on our fruits and vegetables. Now, this is the safest and healthiest and most delicious way of eating, and I recommend you to try it. Thank you for taking a look at this short clip of Kangen Water 9.5 and also Strong Kangen 11.5 water. Now stay tuned for more videos, and you can also catch me at www.misskangengirl.com. That's mskangengirl.com. Take care, and we'll catch you on our next video. Bye.